It's a festival dedicated to a special form of fiction magazines, and it's celebrating its 50th anniversary. Joining us now to talk about PulpFest is the Marketing and Programming Director, Mike Chomko. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Heather.
And I'm learning a little bit today, too, because I didn't know much about pulp and how it differs from comic books. And you were just showing me a little bit because you brought some with you.
Yeah, this is a detective pulp. Pulp started in 1896.
Wow.
That was when the first one was published. And they pretty much disappeared by the middle 1950s. They were around when there wasn't much for people to do with their time. No computers, no internet.
And as you were mentioning, the cover looks like a comic. You're looking at it, there's fantastic illustrations, color, and then you open it up and it's like a book.
Yeah, it's, so that is a comic book. That says comic book to everyone.
It does, yeah.
But if you open it up inside, it's words, like a book.
Like a book.
More and more people were reading, and that was a primary form of entertainment. Radio and movies were just starting. There was no television, and a lot of people read for fun.
I think it's so interesting, too, that you became interested as a young boy, probably about 10 years after they stopped publications of them.
Yeah. I think it was probably about 1964, 65. There was a book series, paperback book series, called Doc Savage. And Doc was a pulp character. He was called the first superhero. The Joe Shuster and Siegel and Shuster, who invented Superman, created Superman, were Doc Savage fans, just like me. And I continued reading his stories and other characters, and I became interested in the real thing.
So how did PulpFest get started?
It started in 1972 in St. Louis, and it was going to be a once and done affair. But people, about 100 people showed up, I believe, and they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So they wanted to do it again the next year. A gentleman named Rusty Hevelin kind of took over after that and kept it going for many years before myself and Jack Cullers and a couple of other people took over in 2009.
And you brought it here to the Pittsburgh area, to Cranberry.
Yeah, I believe it was in 2017 that we first came here. Our guest of honor was a local artist named Gloria Stoll-Karn, who painted covers for pulps during World War II.
Wow.
And I think she just died last year. I believe she was 98. And she was a wonderful guest. This is a World War I flying
May I see one?
magazine.
I wasn't sure how delicate they were. If I could
They're delicate, but you can take, you know.
I don't know if you can see some of the images on here. This is really fascinating. So what can people expect if they're coming out to PulpFest?
So during the daytime, we have a dealer's room. It's about 10,000 square feet. We have about 80 dealers selling pulp magazines, books. We do have some comic books in there too, and other paper collectibles. That runs until a little before 5 p.m. And starting at 7 p.m., we have programming. We have people who enjoy pulps like to teach about them.
Yeah.
So we have volunteers who give presentations. We have presentations on writers, artists who work for the pulps, about magazines, and we have some contemporary writers too who were inspired by pulp fiction.
Well, thank you so much for bringing these today,
Oh,
for
my
telling us a
pleasure.
little bit more about your passion with pulp. And we'll have all of that information on our website if people want to head there.
That sounds great.
Thank you so much.